Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be looking at the Gbox Squonk kit by GeekVape. Yeah, I purchased it and it just came in the other day. So yeah, I've been vaping on it. I've got some yummy in it and I'm loving it. Yeah. Okay, so here we are with the GeekVape Gbox Squonk kit. It is a dual 18650 mod. It does not come with the batteries. You would have to get those separately. And it does go up to 200 watts. And it does have a BF RDA included. These are the colors that they have, black and red. I have mine in wine red, pearl chrome, and army green. It says GeekVape, and yeah, I ripped the box a little bit, sorry. GeekVape, GeekVape Tech on Instagram and Facebook. And then on the back of the box, we'll zoom in here. It just tells you your variable mode sections. It's got the power, nickel, stainless steel, titanium, and TCR settings, custom curve, and bypass. The advanced chipset powers up to 200 watts. And yeah, it's got like an AS chipset that they're saying is really good and fast to read. It does have an 8 milliliter capacity Squonk bottle, and the RDA is 25 millimeters as well. So let's go ahead and open up the box. And in the box, I've got my wine red, wine red. So we've got the kit here. Let me zoom out a little bit so that you can see it. And this is the mod with the RDA. And it does have an 810 goon style drip tip on it, but it also comes with another one. So this one you can actually use any goon style tips that you want. And then it does have like a taller one because some people do like the taller Delrin tips. So it does have that. In this box here, let's open it up. You've got this charging cable, kind of unwound. But look at this. Is this not cool? This is like the coolest thing I've ever seen. I really like it a lot. So yeah, so you can charge it and you can upgrade it and things like that. I don't recommend charging your batteries inside the mod. I always advise of an external battery. But there is an extra bottle, which is always helpful. That I give them 1,000 pluses for. It's got a 510 adapter here, extra grub screws. You've got your O-rings. It also has a regular 510 pin for your RDA. So if you don't want to use it as a squonking RDA, you can change it out. And then of course your tri-tool. So that's there in the baggie. Put that away real quick. And then underneath, oops, that didn't work. Underneath we do have this little envelope. It's a surprise. No, this is actually your warning card. And you've got your, what is this one? Oh, this is for your warranty information. So you have that. So don't forget to fill that out and don't lose that. And then of course you've got your manual. It's kind of a tall manual, honestly. But I like that it does have some pictures in it just to give you an idea of what to do. It's also got the parameters here, which is good because I couldn't find the resistance anywhere else. The resistance is a 0.05 to 3 ohms. It doesn't say if that's actually in temperature or in regular wattage mode, but it says the rated resistance is 0.1 to 3 ohms. So I'm guessing that this is in wattage mode and then the other would be in temperature mode. That's what I'm thinking it is. But yeah, this is really, it's very informative. I really like this. And it's got how to do everything and what everything is. That's really good. I really like that. The manual is pretty good. It's actually one of the better ones I've seen. Actually, it's got a lot more information than you even want. All right, so we'll go ahead and put that aside. Get that out of the way, and then we're going to concentrate on this guy here. So we've got the Gbox mod. This does go up to 200 watts. You've got your fire button, your up and down, and your USB port here. This is where your bottle is. It does have some battery ventilation right here. This is the bottom. On the bottom, when you open it up, oops, I've already been using it, so I already have my batteries in here. But it does have the battery indications right there, plus and minus, so you know that your positive is going to be here, your negative is going to be here, and then there's your Squonk bottle. to get the Squonk bottle out, all you need to do is pull down on it like this and take it out. It is soft, but it's not like the silicone ones of the other mods. I actually started with the Kangaroo Drip Box 160, and it had this similar type of bottle. So I'm not thinking it's too much of a con, but for those that are used to having the silicone ones, you might find it as a con. So I'll do that, plus and minus here, put that back in there. And yeah, I do like the fact that it doesn't automatically turn on when you put in the batteries. Sometimes you don't realize that you've done that, and it does that. So we're gonna go ahead and go through the menu. I'm just gonna leave that on for a second, but we'll get back to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 turns the mod on. I am gonna have to zoom in because the display is really, really dim. So I'm hoping that you can see. Here we are in wattage mode. You have to, the screen does dim out pretty quick. And this is where you can actually change your wattage, and then it's got for your coil resistance, your amperage, your voltage, your puff counter, your battery life indicators. If you press 3 times, you can now select other options because where it says power is white. I have to do it again because it turned black. And then you scroll to the right or the left. Then we have temperature control in nickel, temperature control in stainless steel, temperature control in titanium, temperature control in TCR, which is TCR functions. It's got your little TCR settings there. VPC, which is actually your custom power curve, and you've got 5 that you can actually choose from to do. All you have to do is you just select your power, and it goes to the next one. There we go. Oh, wait. There we go. Sorry about that. Press the power. Make sure that that turns black. I've done it 1,000 times and I couldn't figure it out. And make sure it turns black. Come on. Turn black. There we go. And then you can select your power 1, power 2, power 3, power 4, power 5. Usually they come with a little bit more, like 10, but this does have 5. So then you make sure that that's white again. You select over here. This is bypass. This is actually more for advanced vapors than newer vapors because it's basically making it into a mech mod. So I wouldn't recommend that for just anyone. And then you're back to power. And once it turns black, then you can select your options for the power. There you go. And yeah, so that's basically your menus. You can change your temperature or your wattage in temperature control. Let's go over to stainless steel and select that. So when you select it, it jumps down to your wattage here, and this is actually where you would change your wattage. You select your power button again. You can also change your puff counter anywhere that you are, which drives me crazy, but hey, you can select it, right? You can go back here, and then let's just go back to wattage, and yeah, so let's go ahead and take a look at the RDA now. So that's the mod. Okay, oh, and the top of it, I forgot to mention, there's your spring-loaded 510. Of course, it's your Squonk pin. Here's the RDA here. It is a 24mm RDA. Again, it does have the goon style, but it does come with the other one. On the bottom, it does say radar, and it's got your serial number designed by GeekVape. You do have 2 airflows. You've got one here and one here. Whatever you do to one side will go to the other. If you notice, it's wide open here. You can close it down, close it down, close it down, close it down, or you can have it like this, which is kind of like just a slit open, but it's actually like a top and bottom. So that's also a great option, and you can actually close that down as well. So again, whatever you do to one side will happen to the other. So it's going to be identical. Okay, and then you can take off this piece here. This piece here shows your airflows. This is how it's actually set up. And if you notice, it's very domed. So it should have decent flavor. You do have one O-ring here. And then this is your chamber right here. Sometimes it's hard when I'm not on a mod. And that's your chamber right there. And then we can put this back on. Just leave that there. And then here's the deck. The deck is really, really cool. I love this deck. As I mentioned before, you do get a regular 510 pin, but this currently does have the Squonk pin in it, as you can see on the bottom and the top. So your liquid is gonna actually raise up and then disperse evenly between the 2 sides. It doesn't have a really, really deep juice well, but I think that it's deep enough to wet your cotton and, saturate your wicks. Or saturate your coils and everything. So I think that that's great. I do feel that these are different. It's kind of innovative. I haven't seen a deck like this, so I'm really eager to show you how to build on it. So let's go ahead and put it on the mod and start building. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and loosen up these screws real quick. Loosen those up. Okay, and loosen this one since we're on this side. And then let's do this then. And that's as easy as that. I mean, it looks like a difficult deck, but it's really not. It's really, really easy. There we go. All right, and then for today's coils, I'm going to be using some Wendy coils. These are actually my stainless steel fused Claptons that I make. So I'm going to go ahead and measure them out. I'm going to put the first one in so I can see exactly how it goes in, and then we'll cut it and then do the other side. So these are my coils, so let's do that. Put that one there. I always use a screwdriver. I don't understand why I'm trying to do this freehand today. Okay, oops. Get one in there and one in there. I'm just going to slide those in. Okay. I think I didn't loosen this one up enough. There we go. Okay, so slide that in, slide this one in. I know I have you open enough. Whoops. So slide those in. I do need to cut them. Let me go ahead and clip those. I saw where I probably need to, and then I can go ahead and clip the other ones too. I'll try these out and then clip the other ones. And worst case scenario, I do have more. Okay, so let's try these out. Put that one on this side, this one on that side. Yep, that's perfect right there. Okay, so I'll go ahead and clip the other ones to match these. Just gonna put them side by side. Go ahead and clip it. And clip it. Okay, so let's go ahead and put our coils in. And put this one in, put that one in. They are at sort of like an angle. So put them in. And then I'm going to tighten these up. As soon as I'm in focus, tighten this one up. And then I can position my coils afterward. There we go. And we'll go ahead and put the other ones in. Okay, put this one in, and that way I shouldn't have to clip anything of it. Any part of it. They should just go right in. Okay, there we go. Oops, go ahead and tighten that. Okay, bring that down. I am going to bring it over some because I like my coils centered. So I'm going to bring that over. And that over a little bit. That's the way I like them. I'm going to make sure that they're still tight. And there we go. And then we can start pulsing them. And yeah, and get all the hot spots out. And then we can wick it up and juice it up. So again, my fancy dancy coils. And this is going to be a new one. Okay, so these are actually only at a 0.19. So let's go ahead and start pulsing. Let me turn that down. Okay, start heating and pulsing and heating and pulsing. Just a little lift up. There we go. Heating and pulsing. A little bit of pinching. A little bit of pinching over here. And there we go. We're starting to heat up now. Starting to get the pretty colors. Turn it up just a little bit. Oh yeah, those are Wendy coils. Aren't those pretty? Just get those hot spots out. And they're all my favorite colors. That's the fun part. Okay, and pinch those. lightly strumming. It sounds hard on camera, but it's really not. I'm like barely touching them. I see that hot spot right there. Okay, and we pinch them. And there we go. Till we get them glowing evenly. Almost there. Okay, so we've got them heating evenly from the inside out. So we'll go ahead and let that cool down for a second while I get my cotton. And for today's cotton, I'm using my Kendo Vape Cotton Gold Edition. It's actually been my favorite. I haven't found any that's actually compared to it. So we're gonna go ahead and cut some off. And yeah, get ready for this. I'll go ahead and prepare my cotton. I'm gonna zoom out just a little bit for you. I'll just take a chunk and then I just cut it in half and start turning it. Now what I'm gonna do first is I'm actually gonna check this positioning of the coils to make sure that they're actually lining up with my airflow. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put on my cap just to make sure that I can see my coils right through the cap. And yes, I can see. So that's a perfect positioning. So now we can carry on. Okay, so now we need to go ahead and put this through. There we go. Bring that through. It's one side. Do the other. Just twisting up my cotton. Put that one through. Go. Okay, both of them there. I'm gonna go ahead and cut them and then we're gonna just fluff them out. So I'm just gonna cut them to right about here. And cut this one to right about here. And I always fluff them out, so I have to. I think that it wicks up a lot better that way and picks up more juice that way. It's always been the case for me. Just gonna fluff that out. Then I'll trim them again. Take off the extra fuzz. There we go. Just go ahead and lay them right in the deck. There we go. Lay that one in there. Make sure they're separate. Lay that one in there. Go. And last but not least, you over here. Okay, so we've got that over there. Pull that up a little bit. There we go. Okay, so we've got it all wicked up. What I need to do now is go ahead and fill my bottle so we have some juice in it. This would be a pain in the butt if you already have batteries in it like I do. So we'll take that out, set that down. And for today's, I'm going to be using this yummy. Oh my God, if you haven't seen my review, this is absolutely delish. It's from bradsvapor.com. If you use the code WendyVapes10, it'll get you 10% off. And I guarantee you, once you get it, you will not want to stop it. I have pretty much in all my devices right now that I'm vaping on because I just could not get enough of it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put this in here and then I'll put my batteries back. That's kind of annoying, but there we go, got that closed. And then I'm also gonna go ahead and turn on my mod because it's off because the batteries came out. I'm gonna start pulsing this so I can wet the cotton from the inside out and drip it all over my mod. Yeah, sometimes these chubby bottles are so leaky. I don't know if you have problems with them, but I always have this like additional leaking off the side. Look, I have some here too. Oops, now I'm just messing with the camera. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. So I'm just gonna drip it on my coils and then pulse, drip, pulse. I want it to saturate from within the coils so that I know that my cotton is all wet. There we go. And then let's go ahead and squonk so we can see that as well. I'll zoom in for the squonk. There we go. You see it? There we go. Getting nice and juiced up from the bottom. Okay, so it's saturating the wicks perfectly. Just gonna make sure my cotton is all in there good. There we go. Yeah, so keep squonking, keep squonking. There we go. The juice ball is not that bad. I thought it was gonna actually be a little bit worse than it is, but it's not really that short. Yeah, everything seems to be getting saturated fine, so let's go ahead and have a fire. Let's fire this baby up. Oh yeah. So there we go. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the cap on, and we're gonna take it up, and we're gonna talk about it, pros and cons, and how do I like it. Okay, so we're back on top with the Gbox Squonk kit, and I have a few things to say about it. Likes, dislikes, of course. But first, let's go ahead and have a vape. This e-liquid is super yummy. Like, I've had it for a couple days and it's already half gone. Yeah. Anyways, so back to the kit. The Squonk bottle does not bother me. I thought that it would, but it doesn't. It's very squeezable. Like I said, I did have the Kangaroo Drip Box 160 and I had a similar bottle and it never bothered me. So it doesn't bother me. To some it might, because it's not really squishy, but I tend to have liquid everywhere when it's really squishy, unless I'm using that refill bottle that I got from Brad's Vapor. If I'm not using that, which I've only got one, so I've got a couple squonks, so I don't have the same flavor and all, it leaks out all over me. So in this case, it won't. That to me is a pro. To others, it could be a con. Another pro, you've got all the different options. You can put it in temperature control. You can change your wattage in temperature control. You can do custom curves. You've got TCR settings. I love the look of it. It's a dual 18650 mod, but it fits good in my hand. I mean, it's not like overly bulky. For small hands, it might not be for you, but for me, I think it's perfect. The con, there's two main cons on this, well, three main cons on the device itself. One, that screen, it's like super dim. Do you see it? I wish that it was brighter, because especially when you're working on it, it's still dim. And yeah, it's just really dim. Second is, when I want to change out the Squonk bottle, I have to open this and my batteries come out, as you saw below. I wish that they had like just the half closure here, where it would just be for the batteries, and then the other one would have some sort of other thing that you can pull the bottle out, because that would make it much easier. Having my batteries fall out every time I want to put some juice is not a good thing. The other thing is the menu options. When you get into the menus, it changes back, so it like selects it so fast. It doesn't even give you a second to even think about, like, well, what do I want to do so I can select it. So those are my three cons for that. It might not be a con for you. That's a con for me. I like to have a moment to actually decide what the hell I'm doing. For the RDA, I actually have absolutely no problems with it. I like the airflow. I think that it's great. You can close it down. It's got the options. The deck is, to me, it's big enough for big coils. Like you saw, my coils are pretty damn big. So yeah, so that's nice. The RDA does get hot, but of course, you know, I mean, what am I ohming at? I'm ohming at a 0.19, so it shouldn't be that hot so quick, but it is. But you've got the longer extended drip tip, so you can always put that on so that you're not like melting your mouth. So I'm gonna actually put that on. I've not tried one of the taller tips. I'm gonna see how it works, because I'm usually a goon girl, so a goon style girl, so that's what I usually have. But let's go ahead and try it this way. Still good airflow. It's still good airflow. It looks a little wonky to me. I'd have to get used to it, but it's cute. All in all, for a Squonk kit, it's regulated, which is a pro. It's dual batteries pro, because them single battery Squonkers are driving me crazy because they don't last me. I do not last with single. I always have to take at least two with me throughout the day, because one battery is going to die on me. But a dual battery mod is much better for me. So yeah, and I like the color options. I don't know. I like the colors. I think that they match good. I think that it's great. I think that it's great that it comes with its own RDA, so that you can go ahead and, you know, just right away, you can put it together and go. So I think that's great. Yeah, besides that, that's about it for me. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. I'll be happy to answer them for you. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And don't forget that little bell notification so you'll be notified on any of my next reviews. And all my social media links are down below. I'll also be leaving a place for these. They have them at Vapor DNA, My VPro, and Heaven Gifts. Heaven Gifts actually has a standard and a TPD compliant option. I'm not sure what that would mean. I only know about it in the tank sections, like how much milliliters of e-liquid tanks, but I've never heard of it for just something like this with an RDA, but they do have that option. So I think that that's really, really awesome. I can't think. Oh, temperature control goes from 200 degrees Fahrenheit to 600 degrees Fahrenheit, 100 degrees Celsius to 315 degrees Celsius. And yeah, now that's it. That's definitely it. So we're gonna go and I'm gonna have a vape. So talk to you later. Bye.